Hi everybody, welcome to CastorCorner.com. I'm your host Khalil here for another toy of the day. You can go to CastorsCorner.com for a full gallery of these toys, both of these. You can follow us. We are at Castor's Corner on all social media. You can check out the Cornercast podcast up on Apple Podcasts. Catch up on Season 1. Season 2 is hitting right about now. So we reviewed part of this wave a few weeks ago or a month or so ago because I found them in store. Bill found them first and I got the extras. And then I was racing to get another set to finish off, to get these two guys. And Ben beat me by 10 minutes. Fast forward like 3 months. They finally came back in stock. And Ben, thank you very much for picking these up for me. Because I would never have made it before work. So thank you for picking these up. So we've got Zero or Z from the Breakout episode, and then later on in the series as well. He came back to translate on the Mandalorian, and we've got Koska Reeves, aka Sasha Banks, in her Mandalorian gear. Both figures are really solid. I think what really kind of sets Zero here apart, or Z here apart, is he looks different than your average droid. Sure, you see some similarities in the head and in the body, but overall, I think there's a lot of very unique parts in here that really set him apart. He is kind of brownish gray in color, and comes with his blaster there. The harness is a really nice piece that kind of fits well on him, and that kind of breaks up all that gray. So, I do have some long-term fears about this figure overall. The tubing here that connects the lower and upper arm here, the bicep to the tricep, it's flexible enough to allow you to pose him and move the arms about. But I worry about the long-term. It looks really nice to have kind of that bubble. But we know from other figures that those things don't last long. And so they're very fragile. They're very small. They're glued into place. So they're very strong in the bond that they create between the two pieces. And so they end up cracking or breaking. So, 20 years from now, when people are going back and getting these, they're going to want a box version of him just because to have intact tubing is going to be a big deal. The other piece that I worry about is a stress point is his antenna on top of his head. I tried to take pictures and to kind of show you guys in the gallery on our website. And I'm going to zoom in or try to. So there is, you see a little bit of white that right at the base of it? It's a stress point. Getting him out of the package, posing him, putting him in a box, moving him around, just naturally stressed that one little piece. So I could see, again, long term, that also being a thing where, do you have the antenna or do you not have the antenna? And I think that that's going to be a point later on for collectors that maybe are getting into the line later, discovering this later. Single joints on everybody, just like most of our standard Star Wars figures. But overall, I think it's a really strong figure. It's a really great addition to Mandalorian crew of characters. I want every character from this episode. I want every single one of them. And we need a better Bill Burr figure. I don't mind him in that gear, but the first look of him and, with the the extra arms coming out with the guns, we definitely need that version someday. That Mayfield someday. Sasha Banks, aka Koska Reeves, is another great Mandalorian figure. The helmet is removable. You get a really good face sculpt on there. Really looks like Sasha Banks. They did a great job with this figure overall. She comes with her jetpack, which is removable as well. She comes with now. Here's the curious thing. I get it from a standpoint of practicality, but and being accurate to her costume. But so she's got her holster there, right, for her standard Mandalorian blasters. So these are the same blasters we got with the Walmart Loyalists, same ones we got with Bo-Katan. It's just kind of those flat, no detail, right? Detail within the sculpt, but no painted detail on either one of these. But as you can see, she's got one in the holster. And where do we put that one? So she's got two blasters, one holster. Really no place else to store that other blaster unless she's constantly holding it. And I don't think that she's just walking around with a blaster in her hand all the time. The helmet, like all the other recent Mandalorian helmets, does have that drop down. So does have that sight targeting thing that can drop down, which is nice. It's articulated. But I think this is a really impressive head sculpt and hair as well. They did a really good job with it. I'll take you can see a little bit of a ponytail on the back. All the braids that kind of drape around her, the front and the back and the sides. Just one of the more stunning figures. The blue on this figure really stands out. And she looks great with Bo-Katan. So I'm happy to have her. And I'm ready for the next wave. It took, I think, I got the beginning of this wave in early July, late June. And I just recently got these within the last, month and a half. So it was almost 3 months between restocks. So that kind of sucks. But I'm sure our friend at Mike's Toys and Stuff, who is sending us other figures as we speak, will be getting these in soon. If not, I think he might have this wave in stock. I want to look it up just so you know, and you can go shopping. Because we do a lot of our, a lot of our shopping at Mike's. Let's see. Mike's, there we go. I know he got some new Star Wars figures recently. Yes, he does. Mike's Toys and Stuff has this entire wave in stock. So if you want them, go to Mike's. Ben got these for us. Thank you very much. About a month ago. But these are in stock as of, I think, this week. So go hit him up, Mike's Toys and Stuff. I think it's Mike's Comics and Stuff. But you can, Mike's Toys and Stuff on Instagram. You can hit him up, or links to his store are on there. So go get these now. They are definitely worth it. And he's got great prices, great customer service. So go check it out. So yeah, so that's where we go. I'm happy to have him. I don't know. I'm worried about him. I think she's great. I just want more. It feels like, 6-8 months between Star Wars waves, compared to Marvel Legends, where we just get this onslaught of figures. I just wish we got more and more often, to be honest with you. Hasbro, I'd like to give you more money. Can you please give us more toys? Is basically what it comes down to. So check out a full gallery of these guys up on castorscorner.com. You can follow us. We are at Castors Corner on all social media. Check out the Cornercast podcast up on Apple Podcasts. All of our links are down below, as well as the link to get one of these shirts if you'd like one. Hit subscribe. We really appreciate it. The more of you hit subscribe, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you. And that's been the best part of this past year, is to do our daily check-ins and tell you what we got and how great it is. I think that's about it. As we say every night, Jaxie, we miss you and we love you and we wish you were here. But for those of you coming back tomorrow, we're really happy to say we've got more toys. So join us here on castorscorner.com tomorrow for another toy of the day. Have a good night, everybody.